Hello, welcome to the GI Nutrition Show. I'm Amy McCrae, registered dietitian and CEO of Grounded Root Nutrition. Today's topic is the vagus nerve. What is it and why does it matter? I'll be honest, prior to my training, I had never heard of the vagus nerve, and you probably haven't either. So let's start with the definition. It is cranial nerve number 10. You might see it abbreviated as CRX. It goes from the base of the head all the way down to the spine. So its common name is the vagus nerve, but like I said, its scientific name is more cranial nerve number 10. So cranial means relating to head, vagus means Latin for wandering, so we can call it the wandering nerve. So why on earth would it be called the wandering nerve? Simply because it winds throughout the body. It is the longest and most complex cranial nerve that there is. It starts in the brain and ends at the base of the spine. It is connected to the eyes, ears, face, salivary glands, throat, lungs, heart, stomach, liver, gallbladder, pancreas, adrenal glands, kidneys, intestines, bladder, and our reproductive organs. It goes on and on. It hits nearly every organ in the body. That is why it is the most complex nerve in our body. It controls what is called the parasympathetic nervous system. So what is the parasympathetic nervous system? The parasympathetic nervous system is also known as our rest and digest system. And it's the opposite of our sympathetic nervous system, which is fight or flight. So you've probably heard the term autonomic nervous system. The autonomic nervous system, or ANS, is made up of the sympathetic nervous system and the parasympathetic nervous system. So our sympathetic fight or flight nervous system, you need that if you're going to be chasing a bear, running from a fire, exercising, or in times of high stress. What is it going to do? It's going to increase our heart rate, our blood pressure, and our respiratory rate. It's going to release cortisol. It will activate your immune system, dilate your pupils. It's going to reduce your saliva production and slow all of your digestive organs. So think pancreas, gallbladder, stomach, intestines. They're all going to be slowed down when our sympathetic nervous system is in gear. Now, on the flip side, our vagus nerve is responsible for activating our parasympathetic nervous system, which is that rest and digest mode. So we need this for sleep, thinking clearly, digestion, bowel movements, and heart health. So its job is to decrease our heart rate, blood pressure, and respiratory rate. It's going to regulate cortisol production. We're not going to see those spikes anymore. It's going to regulate our immune system, so we're not going to think we're sick when we're really not sick. Our mood's going to be regulated. Our pupils will constrict. It will increase our saliva production, which is important because it also increases our digestive function. So all of the pancreas, gallbladder, stomach, intestines, they start to work better. It's also going to improve your kidney and bladder function and also allow for sexual arousal. So constipation is typically the result of poor vagus nerve function. The vagus nerve is incredibly important. All of this messaging that it is going to bring to all the organs of your body are responsible for reducing inflammation. So I will say this now, and I will say this time and time again. I can give you the most simple, complex, perfect diet for you. I can change your lifestyle so we get your exercise exactly perfect. We can change your cleaning chemicals to make everything very friendly and non-toxic. But if you don't address stress, nothing is going to change. Because stress is the catalyst that drives everything in our body. It puts your body in fight or flight mode. It is so incredibly important to have managed. So, the vagus nerve is also responsible for helping control satiety and hunger. So those feelings of fullness versus hunger. It is responsible for transferring our energy metabolism. So 90% of the energy in the gut is going to go to the brain and only 10% is going to stay in the gut. and it's going to regulate your bowel movements. So if it's regulating our bowel movements, how on earth can we tap into this vagus nerve? So the first thing we need to make sure we have is the number one nutrient our vagus nerve needs, which is choline. Choline, I would say, is one of those nutrients that we don't hear about nearly enough. There's not enough education about it, and it is so incredibly important. You have to have choline in order to activate the vagus nerve. Your body can self-generate choline, but it does take a lot of energy for your body to make choline, and some people are very inefficient at making it. So if you listen to the Meet Amy video, you'll know that the nutrigenomics changed my life. It was because I learned my body lacks the ability to make enough choline, so I needed to add it, and it was life-changing. So you can get it from foods. So here are the top 10 sources of choline that you want to make sure you're consuming on a regular basis. So beef liver, eggs, soybeans, ground beef or lean top round beef, chicken breast, cod, red potatoes, but include those skins, kidney beans, specifically the red ones, cooked quinoa, 1% milk, and there's many more than just these top 10. So be sure to check out my blog post for the complete list. So aside from having the right nutrients to stimulate your vagus nerve, there are other things that we can do to really tap into it and help our body activate it. There's everything from gargling water. And to do that, you want to start with like 2 12-ounce glasses of water, and you're going to do mouthful after mouthful, and you're going to gargle it for like 20 to 30 seconds each time. Now, if you're like me, I am not a neat gargler, so I prefer to do this activity in the shower. And while you're doing it, be loud. Enjoy the process. Have fun with it. Gargling is awesome. Singing really loudly at the top of your lungs is another way to activate your vagus nerve, as is meditation, yoga, and deep breathing. So utilize all of these tools. If you're feeling like maybe you need to go even deeper, you need a little bit more support, there are 3 other modalities that I do utilize with my patients. So you can look at NERVA, which is gut-directed hypnotherapy. It's a 6-week program. It's kind of like a meditation, but it really helps relieve all of the bottlenecks and help open up those pathways so that you can really access that parasympathetic nervous system. There's a little device called a sensate. It's this little pebble. You put it around your neck and it sits on your sternum. You can control the height. You plug in earphones and then you listen to music while the pebble does vibrations. And the vibrations go along with the music, and it's a very calming activity, and it activates that parasympathetic nervous system. You can do it while watching TV. You can do it while walking. You can just lay down. I like to do it while coloring. So all of those activities are great. And then the other device is called Truvaga. And Truvaga is kind of like a TENS unit, but it's very specific, kind of in like a figure 8 or a U shape. And you hold it up to your jugular veins. So on our right side, there's about 200 nerve connections off that vagus nerve. And on the left side, there's about 100,000. So you can use this multiple times a day if you want to. It's great for controlling anxiety, reducing headaches, but it is direct stimulation of that parasympathetic nervous system through that vagus nerve. So there's all of these ways that you can stimulate it. For links to the Nerva or the Sensate or the Truvaga, just check out my blog post and you'll be able to have all of that information. So in summary, getting yourself into rest and digest mode is incredibly important. It is one of the keys to healing. So what will you do to find calm today? I hope you enjoyed today's show. Please visit my website, groundedrootnutrition.com, to learn how I can become a partner in your health journey, or message me at hello@groundedrootnutrition.com. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you again soon.